The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with a run by Tracy, and he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
After the interception, here's Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now it's Goff. Flush to his right. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Goff now to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tracy trying the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. First carry now for David Montgomery. Down to about the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Goff. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Here's a 2nd and 8. Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 3rd down, here's Tracy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
So often we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit, and they get one.
Nowhere to return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw it is Locke. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They look to throw. It's Locke. This is caught. Touchdown. Wandale Robinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 2. Goff throwing again. Well, he caught. It's St. Brown. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Goff now looking to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to Montgomery on second down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Locke off of play action. Eluding the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 to the 44. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. Got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to his great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Jones reels it in.
It's plays like that, Kate, right along. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
They're going for this. Has him on the quick hitter. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They go play action on 1st. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running right, this is Jones. Jukes one defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it when those steps you keep on the sidelines and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Has the connection to Jones. And they stop him. He's marched down along that 18-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have it second down, well inside a field goal range. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with first and goal. Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Working quickly here. Another try for Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Vikings get the game's first points here in the second. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starts from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 3. And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 18 yards there. And that gives the Lions the first.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Running it with David Montgomery. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Halfway. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Ball at the 33 for first down. Goff setting the throw. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Throwing is gone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
It's now second and 19 at the Vikings 31-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions earn the chance to tie before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions start off well to tie things 7-7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ty Chandler to return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. He'll get this to Jefferson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle. You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Has the connection to Hopkinson. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it. I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him to route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing it again here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. Here's Williams on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Kamara. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Carr now. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, New Orleans. In the shotgun, it's Carr. Shaheed with the catch.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On the ground, it is Jamal Williams. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Brought in by Chris Olave. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the handoff, it's Kamara. He is in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. One more time for Montgomery. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. 3rd and 5. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down. That's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So after one, the Saints out on top. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Goff with the give to Montgomery. He'll work forward for a couple. Willie Gay with the stop. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan.
That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown Saints. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
After the touchdown, it's Rupi to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's the way to get started. A pick up of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now, Goff. And that ball led in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Throwing, Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll go play action with Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And he'll take it on in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Kamara. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Carr. A throw left side taken in by Wilson. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
His pass taken in by Shaheen.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Carr. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions will take over possession here at the 44.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On play action, Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge game, but still short of a 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. To throw, it's Carr. That's taken in. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down. So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Here's Greg Reynolds to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Goff. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. It's second down. Here's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now pass deep for St. Brown. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, with the good coverage, and there to get a handoff.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that...
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Grupe able to add the extra point. The Saints will take a 21-7 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Goff. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
The kick is good. Makes the score 6-28, 9-7. Blake Murphy to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Reynolds now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Goff to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Saints first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. Carr now to throw on first down. It is brought in the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Saints will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, faking the give. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, with the good coverage, and there to get a hand on it.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. They want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On the give, this is Kamara. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll run here with Kamara. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
So last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Kamara. And he's got another one. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Blake Grupe to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Reynolds now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Try again, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Got a man open, it's Patrick. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for the Lions.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, with the good coverage and there to get a hand on it. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He's got his tight end downfield. It's right. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Throwing here is Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Goff. In trouble, and down he goes.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the Hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early, and often they cruised to an easy victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Thank you.